Hi everybody, welcome to Stampers Club. I'm Karen Trelfa, and today we're going to be doing some fun tropical stuff. The new mini catalog, January to June 2022 catalog is out, and we're going to be doing a really nice fun tropical card that we're going to do today. And I want you to follow along and possibly even make it. So what we're going to be using, let me switch this over so you can see, is we're going to be using items out of our Artfully Composed suite. It's on page 32 and 33 of the mini catalog, January to June 2022. And along with that, we're going to be using this bundle, but we're also going to be using one of the stamp sets that you can actually get for free. So this Island Vibes out of our celebration is available for free January and February with a $50 or more order. You can, of course, order on my website or email and contact me directly. So with the purchase of the Artfully Layered bundle, you'll be able to get this stamp set for free and totally be able to stamp along with me and make this card. So let me show you what we're going to be using besides the bundle, which I really love. All of the accessory dies because they have some elements in there that just add some flair to it. And I'm only going to grab the Happiest Birthday Wishes stamp set out of this stamp set. And then we're going to be using this die here and this one here. Super fun, right? Just some simple ones. Give it a little extra. And then from the Island Vibes, we're going to be using this cute little plant right here. All right? And then along with that, you're going to need a half a sheet of Mango Medley cardstock. I have it scored, it's 8.5 by 5.5, and I have it scored at 4.25, so that'll fold nicely in half like that. And then for the front of our card, we're going to need a 4 by 5.25 piece of Evening Evergreen cardstock, a layer of Whisper White, basic white cardstock that is 3 3/4 by 5, and then a piece of this luscious designer paper, the Artfully Composed Designer Series paper. This one has a nice, simple, plain background with just a little crosshatch, so you could do something that's pretty subtle. This would make a great man card, wouldn't it? This lovely color. But I'm going to use this fun tropical one. We're going to layer that up there. And then we're just going to use a scrap of mango and a couple of scraps of Evening Evergreen and some Whisper White. So let me show you what we're going to do here first. I'm going to get an Evening Evergreen ink pad and that Happiest Birthday Wishes stamp. And we're going to just stamp this right down in the corner here, like that. Super easy. If I don't close this, I'll be wearing it, so let's put it away. And on top of that, I'm going to layer, where's my tape not working? Get my, I'm going to go in that direction. This is going to go right on top here. It's going to cover the whole thing. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to get some of this really fun white frayed ribbon. Oh, I wonder if that piece is long enough. You know what? I think it actually is. You know what? Look at that. I've used almost a whole roll. Oh, no, I'll just cut another piece. Instead of playing with that tape, I'll do that another day. And we're going to cut that off. I'm just going to get some tape along the bottom here. That's going to go just like that. And I don't think I want it that high. Put that a little bit. Okay. We're going to flip that over, and I'm just going to run that tape right across, since we're going to use it anyway. Tack that back down behind there. And then this layer is going to get put onto that nice rich Evening Evergreen. That's an in color, so hopefully we see that again in the future, because that's a really pretty, nice, deep green. It's a rich green. Not too dark where the color goes away. I'm going to add that layer to the front of our card. It's actually already looking pretty nice. You know, I love ribbon. You know, it just gives that extra textile, you know, a little bit more depth to the card, a little bit more personalization, right? So then let me get, let me do the stamping first, and then I'll get my little stamp and cut machine. All right, so this image with the flower pot, I'm going to use the Mango marker, Mango Medley marker, and I'm just going to color direct right onto my stamp. You can do this with any stamp. I'm going to color the flower pot, and then I'll do that last. Then I'm going to take the Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to go across the greenery of the plant here. Get that on there. And I'm going to take my old olive, and I'm just going to kind of like randomly put some old olive in there. I'm not going to put it, go around the edges a little bit of these flowers. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of dark to it. And you could just tap on it. And then some soft suede for the trunk area. Get that so my hand isn't in the camera. You can see what I'm doing. And get the little trunk area there. And then I'm going to huff on this with my, and get my, like you're cleaning a pair of glasses, because it's going to re-moisten that ink. And then I'm just going to stamp that right down. And you get, so you get this nice like shading of highs and lows of the two green by me using two different colors of green. I used the Pear Pizzazz as the base, and then I came back in with some old olive and added some extra color. Now this, I'm just going to cut this circle. I'm just grabbing one of the circle the layered circle dies. And we'll get my little mini machine out here. So we're going to put that on there. Look, it just fits. And we want to go just right in the middle. Put that on there. The Stampin' Up! Cut and Boss machine has a very nice build on the way the plates work to make sure that you get a nice, clean, crisp cut every single time. All right, and then I'm going to get my other pieces cut. I'm going to use this die for in the Mango Medley. This is just scrap cardstock. And then this one for that other leaf. Oh, is that big enough? Yeah, because we don't use the whole thing anyway. I didn't grab a big enough scrap. But it will work. Trust me. My husband's famous last words. Trust me when he wants you to try something you don't really want to do. Right, get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. So even with just a single cut, my piercing tool, this cuts so nice and firmly that I actually have to like get it out of the die. All right, did I miss something there? I did. I actually missed getting that out of there. And this just kind of falls apart here. It's a little bit of a puzzle piece. Get my piercing tool and get the rest of those out of there. I'm stuck right here. I'm stuck right there. There we go. Okay. These other little pieces out. And even though we lost the bottom part of that, it's not a problem. We're not going to be seeing that part anyway. Got plenty to do. So those were the only two dies that I used. Move my markers out of the way here. All right, so I'm going to put, I'm just going to grab my liquid glue would be best for this. So I'm going to add some liquid glue on the bottom here. And I'm just going to kind of make it go, oh, that looks about right. Just going to kind of go across there. And then the same for this one. A little bit of liquid glue is all we're going to need. I'm going to put that probably right about there. So we're just going to kind of layer these. And then the stamped image that we did on that circle is going to layer up very nicely in this scallop circle. So this is a set. The circles are a set where you get both scallops and straight edges. So that's kind of nice. You get a dual effect. Let me get some dimensionals that I can actually use. Okay, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the only layer that I'm doing dimensionals on. You guys know I love those too. And we're just going to put that right over the top, a little off to the left, behind those leaves. And look at that. Isn't that cute? But we're not quite done, and I'm not quite straight either. Let me get that back where it belongs here. I'm not straight. My image. I have astigmatism in my eye, so sometimes my images, and I'm sorry, they sometimes get stamped a little bit crooked. There we go. Now it's straight, or it looks straight to me anyway. And then these lovely faux sea glass shapes. These are just like a fun embellishment. I don't know that I've ever seen us have embellishments that have these irregular shapes to them. And they're thin, so they go, they'll go through the mail really nicely. They're probably less than 1/8 of an inch, so they're probably maybe something that'll go through the mail without having to even put anything over the top of your card. Usually I'll lay an extra sheet of cardstock over the face to smooth it out. And I'm just going to get, some whatever shape I'm going to grab here. Let's see, let's grab this one. And we're just going to put some of these that are a little like, they almost look like little chips of glass. And we'll get a little one. That one there. And I get one of these white ones too. I always like to do things in kind of odd numbers, kind of balances things out. Isn't that fun? Just adds a little pizzazz to it. So, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Especially for a free stamp set. You can't beat that, right? So, again, thanks for joining me. I enjoy stamping with you, and I hope that you come back another day. Bye for now.